Okay, just got back on Fantastic Beasts when I find them, and it's a fantastic film. If this is going to be the start of a potential cinematic universe of the expanded works of the Harry Potter universe, then I'm honestly okay with that. The film is directed by David Yates, who directed the previous four Harry Potter films, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and the two parts of Deathly Hallows. All movies I really enjoy, by the way, as a whole series. And it's written by J.K. Rowling in their first screenplay. It says really effective. I know I should put anyone else. I can definitely contribute to this. So, even though the book is basically a technical manual for all of the creatures in the Wizarding World, it's going to be what they're calling the expansion of the cinematic universe of early on, and it actually stars the author Newt Scamander, played by Eddie Redmayne, in a very good role. All tried in New York back in 1926, next during the Great Depression, and however, he has a misfortune not only showing up in the midst of an outbreak of panic over wizards that's frightened the nomads community, which is basically like the American term of muggles in their verse. Just and the period design is absolutely incredible. And as this all these sets, cost special effects, as expected, given how they spent $180 million on a movie and definitely made good use of it. Depicting New York and no longer exists, as well as a bunch of creatures that never existed at all. That's all. So it definitely doesn't help that he crosses paths with a bumbling, person called Jake Quality, the damn Fogler. And actually, even though I'm not the biggest fan of his actor, he actually doesn't do that bad job in this movie. He's normally kind of who you go to whenever the studio can't afford Jack Black, when they need to play a kind of portly and goofy guy, but he actually kind of came off as rather sympathetic. I can identify with all the main characters of this movie, and that's probably why I like the Harry Potter movies so much. We can identify with his characters through their flaws and their strengths. Means, even if Scamander may not be the most physically fit, that's wizard. He's still quite knowledgeable what he has to do and wants to convince the people that wizards and magical creatures are not dangerous. He wants to educate people about them, and also, especially given how there's been an outbreak with Grindelwald, as well as a man named Grant, and played by Colin Farrell. Who's essentially like the main antagonist of the film. I'm not gonna spoil anything major. If you want to find out what happens, by all means, go see the movie. Because even if it's not the best film that I've enjoyed the Harry Potter universe, that's the Yates films are all great. Also, Prisoner of Azkaban stood out at me. I definitely might look at the whole ones, series prior to that, at this one in the near future. But my only real complaint is they could have trimmed the ending by maybe 10-15 minutes. It kind of tends to test your patience, your bladder sometimes, but overall, the film manages to recapture what I like about the Wizard World so much, how it combines magic and wonder with surprising emotional depth and complex characterization as well, man. I mean, and especially with the shape the world is doing now, what looks to be in a few years, the themes it deals with everybody is relevant in this time period as it were, and the setting, heading their setting, in a sense. I believe it's an ideal way to prepare for the future and examine the present to look about what happened in the past, in a sense. And as for the way a lot of the antagonists are portrayed, I simply say make your own assumptions. And managed to recapture the feelings I got when I first saw I started seeing the movies or reading the books more than a decade ago. I mean, it's already doing quite well. I think they should be more than ready since they want to make at least five of these films in the cinematic universe. I'm honestly okay with that, especially makes sense to me. And I'm also not too mad about how it's with the choosing to play the characters in sequel since well, there's also a possibility of drawing further connections to the rest of the Harry Potter universe, especially given how it takes place decades before Harry's even born, that no one becomes a boy who lived. I mean, the potential this setting has is honestly endless. I mean, and it's definitely a great fantasy film. Given how some of the themes to deal with were actually everybody's prevalent. They have it in the 1920s to there today. I mean, that's why I definitely would recommend it for this Thanksgiving, or the rest of this holiday season for that matter. I mean, oh, it's just good, dude. I mean, yeah. So, it's not going to be in the trailer talk this time since I didn't get to the theater right when and, and everything started, but I definitely did get to see the whole movie. I mean, we all consider because what I am going to do instead is give you a brief rundown of what's coming. I mean, give you my take of anticipation. I mean, Hacksaw Ridge. I mean, looks interesting. But I think I might wait for the DVD of that because it looks a bit intense to see in theaters for me. I mean, Trolls don't really care. I saw the trailer when I was at Kubo earlier this year. I mean, didn't look that interesting to me. I mean, and if you think about seeing that one, I just suggest go see this movie, Fantastic Beasts. Go see Moana, and then go see Doctor Strange again if you want to. I mean, wait for Rogue One or Passengers. I mean, or if you feel like, hey, Kate, go see Arrival, man. And last but definitely not least, in the long shot, I got my ticket to Rogue One. I mean, and next month. I mean, and also doing errand earlier, I got this marked down TIE Fighter model. I mean, for my collection. The angle I'm shooting from, you probably can't see it, but I do have my Falcon and my little model Pose X on my shelf, meanwhile my other stuff, man. And I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna be going to see Rogue One when it opens, since as I did last year with The Force Awakens, and also working on the Clone Wars films, both the Tartakovsky and Filoni versions to get ready, and also a special surprise around Christmas time before it opens. Just wait to see what it is, though. I mean, the channel wasn't gonna wear the whole thing as well, but depending how cold it is. Also looking into something like the Ewing and TIE Striker models and some of the other stuff that got around, and also there's some DLC in the Battlefront I might look into. And anyway, that's all I have to say for now. If you have seen the film, great. If you haven't yet, by all means go do so and tell me what you think about in the comments. I shall see you all later.